Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and I'm finally back from my vacation. I've been gone a week, lots of things have happened. You may notice a new screen. If you haven't been keeping up with Magic Arena, it's now in open beta, so everybody can access it. If you want to access it, I do have a link down in the description of my video. It will show you where to download the client for yourself, and you can get on with this wonderful game. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of catch-up this week. We've got a few things that I want to check out on the channel. I want to get back into Constructed, and that's what we're going to be doing today. I've got a pack opening video for Guilds of Ravnica as well, and there's also brand new format Sealed as well. I'm going to be doing a run through of that at some point this week as well as my kind of mini pre-release that I missed out on because I couldn't do the streamer event, which was very sad. I was poorly timed vacation, what can I say? Also, if you want to see what I did on vacation, follow me on Twitter, because I was very active on there, or at least as active as I could possibly be. Anyway, but yes, this week we're going to be playing a little bit of Light Drizzle. This is a 1,000 Year Storm combo list, so this is the most anticipated card from the set for me personally. 1,000 Year Storm. It is the jankiest win condition you've ever seen in your life, but it's been doing reasonably well. As you can see, I've got to almost to my 15 wins today, so yeah, we're going to be showing a good game with this list. I've been coming up against a little bit of a weird metagame at the moment. You're not really getting a good idea of what's popular at the moment, so I'm trying to get the best matches that I possibly can for you guys and show you those, since the metagame doesn't really exist at the moment. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the game, and I'll see you there. Okay, we're in, and if one of these lands was blue, this would be a snap keep. Unfortunately, they're not. So I think I'm going to mulligan, try for a better 6, and, well, matchup dependent, but potentially a better 6, so I'm going to keep it. We could go all in on that matchup dependency, but I think I'm just going to bottom there. And we'll play Guildgate and pass. You can actually Island Harbour up to the Sinister Sabotage, and there's a 4-mana play right there if we can manage it. So we're up against a blue-red deck, which is 90% of the meta right now, as far as my matchups have been concerned. That's all I've seen. Alright, well, having the Sabotage is going to be good. These Root Snares and Pause Reflections, probably not likely to get too much value unless he's going with Crackling Drake and things like that as his win condition. We should be winning before a Crackling Drake beats us though, so we'll see. Okay, pass the turn. Insight on his turn, see what happens. End step Glimmer. Yeah. Oh, if you're playing Direct Current, then this is definitely not a great is it deck? 3-mana Shock. Search for Canter is solid here, actually. Love seeing Search for Canter. Alright, start filling our graveyard. We have a Fog open if he has an 18 damage hasting creature to come out. Goblin Crater Maker, 2 damage to creature. That's literally the only thing that matters. You can kill a token, I guess. We can crack in response. So, yeah. That's a 2-mana 2-2. And we always let 2-mana 2-2s resolve, because they are not worth killing or countering. Mission Briefing. Library. I think you always want mission briefings in your hand for the most part. We are going to go Steam Vents tapped? Yeah, Steam Vents tapped seems fine. Plan on Chemist's Inciting end step again if we don't Sabotage. And we can probably drop one of these Fogs rather than the land, which we could actually just make a land drop next turn. Guaranteed if we do that way. We need to be around Brass's bounty mana, so making our land drops is kind of key. Looks like maybe thinking about shocking us again. Oh, good shock. All right. Okay. 2 mana left. 3 mana potentially. Is he missing his land drop? Or is he a good player and he's playing it post-combat because he doesn't need it? I'm saying that because I'm a bad player, and I all too often play my lands first main. Just because I can. But it is a bad habit to be in. Okay. Root Snare to the graveyard. And an Insight. Okay. Well, it's just land and pass then, isn't it? Harbour go. Dead in 7 turns. That's the thing. 43 cards in our deck. It's relevant to keep track of cards in deck, because this deck can draw the entirety of it. Something to be aware of. We're actually 1 mana short of Insight twice this turn, which is a shame. That's a Rekindling Phoenix, so that's very hard to deal with. So I am going to counter that. Sabotage. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll be drawing it with Insight. Nice. A graveyard the land. We're never going to need to see a land again. There is Thousand Year Storm. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. 1 mana off of Thousand Year Storm plus counter magic. So we're going to pass. If we can protect Thousand Year Storm, we absolutely should. And we can, so we will. We don't really have the graveyard set up to win, though. We either need Brass's Bounty or plenty of draw, and we've only got 1 Chemister's Insight. Mission Briefing can, of course, surveil 2 into what we need. But I don't really want to rely on a blind surveil to win the game. Okay, we'll go down to 10. Presumably. And he passes. Okay. Let's draw. Let's go down... Yeah, forest. We'll probably draw a land. I know we need that land, but I'm going to see 3 cards here. Yep. Stands to reason we were actually going to see a land there. 5 cards in the graveyard. Land into the graveyard. Put 6, so we're going to be flipping as Cantor next turn as well. Let's see. Yep. Thousand Year Storm. We can fight over this with Sabotage. And we will probably win it unless my opponent's got like double negate. Disdainful Stroke. Or if he's got double Disdainful Stroke. If we win this though, he's got no way of dealing with an enchantment. And that should win us the game. That is going in the graveyard because we will be mission briefing it. And that's going to be the game. I think. Should be. I suppose it depends on what's on top. But I'm sure there is a line here that wins us the game next turn. Just got to figure out what it is. I mean, we could also just use root to... Yeah. My opponent's got very little. But we are at 6. That is something to be aware of. Like, very closely aware of. Graveyard the land. Transform as Cantor. Hit a root snare. So. We could do root to go and bump up our mana a bit. We do need to mission briefing We need card draw, is what we really need. We need just one card draw spell. I wonder if double Thousand Year Storm is worth it. I don't think it is. Alright, so if we go root, pull some gates out of our deck, then we have Azcanta and Root Snare. So let's go get Is It Guildgate and a mountain. More mana, the better. And I'm not sure we can die. Okay. So we're going to Root Snare the Crater Maker. This Sabotage is now very likely to be a hard counter because it will get copied. We can't really afford to activate Azcanta though because my opponent has open mana. Double Lightning Strike just kills us. Demanding Dragon. So we take 5. Go down to 1. We have to win on the same turn. So Azcanta to find me. Ugh. Lightning Strike, I guess. It's not really what I wanted. I needed card draw there. I'm not countering it because we're going to go for the win. There's Brass's Bounty. Okay, so. Oh, Brass's Bounty. Get 12 treasures. Then we will mission briefing. Hopefully hit card draw. It's gonna have to be Brass's Bounty here. Oh, we didn't hit card draw. Are you kidding me? Oh. Brass's Bounty again. Let's Azcanta. Just so that the game doesn't accidentally tap it. There's the game. Okay. So, now we've got card draw. We generate as much as we need in terms of mana. We're never going to need any more. We got 2 more Brass's Bounties that are getting tripled and then quadrupled, I think. And then Chemist's Insight will draw pretty much her entire deck. Lightning Strike wins us the game. Alright. There's 40 treasures. Let's make a few more, shall we? And that's going to be all the mana that we need for the entire game. We'll draw our entire deck. Well, as close to without killing ourselves anyway. We got 23. I saw a 69 there. Did you guys see the 69? That means victory is upon us. That's what that means. Alright. So how many cards are we drawing? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. That's pretty good, right? And all of these mission briefings just mean that we absolutely cannot possibly lose the game. Okay, so Lightning Strike your face with my 77 treasures. Oh my god. Copy, copy, copy. What do we take you to here? Take you to 2. Let that stack resolve, and then Lightning Strike you one last time. Final tally, very low on life, 73 tokens, 13 cards left in the deck. Pretty good, right? That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, so this was kind of a mishmash between value creatures and burn. So I don't really know what to bring in here. Ionize seems like a good catch-all, I suppose. Graveyard doesn't matter. Not running enough creatures for an extra fog. Certainly not enough for a cannonade. Negates. He is running counters. We did see a disdainful stroke, so maybe we could go down some anticipates. What do we actually cut? I think 2 paws for reflection. I think 4 root snares is just enough. Bring in 2 negates. Try it like that. Yeah, let's try it like that. Okay, 2 lands, a negate on 2, ionize on 3. Yeah, let's take this. It's a very control-y hand. But if we hit our land drops, which we are, then we should be able to do a lot of stuff here. We've got 3 active cards in our hand. We just need 1 green mana, and then everything's live. Let's play our basic that's over there, so I don't have to organize it. Just passes. Okay, well, that's good for us. Lightning Strike's nice. Just goes Guildgate and passes. Alright, we're not going to burn his face. We're not that kind of deck. Use this defensively until we go for the win. It doesn't really matter where Lightning Strike is, so long as it's not in your deck. Is usually a good way of thinking about that. He's going to go with the Divination. I'm going to go with a slightly more powerful Insight. It looks like he was looking for his land drop, though. Green sauce, please. Well, that's 1,000-Year Storm. Green sauce, please. Dang. Okay. Down to 7, so we're going to be discarding. But if I don't... I think I'd rather discard than Lightning Strike his face. I think I'd rather have our hard counters open. And our Insight on end steps. So let's get rid of... What do we get rid of? I like Insight in hand. I guess we get rid of Root Snare. There's no creatures on board and we'll probably naturally draw one. Five mana. There is a Ral. So... set up the graveyard with Sinister Sabotage, I think. There's a green mana. Okay, we're going to keep that on top. Going to use that to root some lands out of our deck. Get the Guild Gates. Fortunately, no green Guild Gates worth running, but we only need 1 green mana anyway for, like, ramp and stuff like that, so... Air Elemental, sure. That's going to be pretty much game. Since we're going to 1,000-Year Storm here, we've got Negate to protect it, and we could probably Insight into everything that we need. A 4/4 flyer is just not going to cut it. Neither is that. I will let that happen all day. Okay. Steam Vents. We'll hold that for now, because we might want it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Lightning Strike your face to get the Storm triggering. We're then going to draw 4 cards, refill our hand full of counters, and we don't need the 4th mana, so Steam Vent's tapped. Just keep thinning our deck until we've got like Brass's Bounty ready to go. It's literally the one piece that we need to finish this game off. That or a mission briefing I think would also do us just fine. Mission briefing slightly more RNG focused though. Okay. Counter Laughless. Hit you for 2. Damage, irrelevant really. Very odd deck from my opponent, but you know, with the metagame in the state that it's in right now, it's not exactly easy to find a tier deck, because we don't really know what the tier is at the moment. There's a mission briefing. Okay, I'm just going to Insight again. Discard. Let's see. Roots. Nah. Nah, negate. Get rid of negate. Draw 4 cards. Not what I wanted there. Where are my Brass's Bounties? All at the bottom of my deck, it seems. Alright, pass the turn then. Boop. And boop. He can't deal with the first one, so there's no point having the second one in hand. I'd rather have the land drop. Come on, Bounty. Show yourself. That is... yeah, it's sabotageable. If I get a Surveil trigger that hits Bounty, then that's what we want. I want that in the graveyard. It might be Bounty briefing Bounty. Down to 6. There's Bounty. Okay, so we win now. So we go Brass's Bounty. Without a copy. We go mission briefing. First copy. Ooh. Guess Brass's Bounty. That one there. This mission briefing gets the second. That one there. Oh, it hit the same one. There's no mark for it, which is really annoying. You can never tell which one you selected. It shouldn't really matter, but I'm sure I will lose 1 or 2 games down to the UI being weird. Alright. This is where we close out the game. Let's draw a load of cards. Yeah, I'm not going to die. Just had to check the size of my deck there for a moment. Because it ain't massive right now. And just hunt for lightning strikes. There they are. Alright, 2 is enough. It's possible to just win off of a single lightning strike, but just finding extras is the quicker way to win the game. So I don't have to play random spells, counter them, play more spells, that kind of thing. That was Xaxes. Wow. And that is 1000-Year Storm. And it did take 1000 years to complete that. Jesus. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this particular deck. Apologies, I can't really get any tier lists up against us right now, so it's really just what I come up against. Like, nothing's set in stone because of the format being so new. So, you know, I can't really get the best decks in Standard because there isn't one really. So, you know, had to do with what I could do with in my limited amount of time. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon because that'll give you notifications when I release more videos of this in the future. And don't forget to check out the deck tech as well for a rundown of this list. Maybe build it yourself, have some fun with it, and all that jazz. So I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.